Welcome to Victory Monday. Let's go, baby. It's Victory Monday. Tune in to Inside the Lines. You see the title. You see what's going on. We got
Oh
we got
man.
the we got the Vikings against the Colts that night. We gonna talk about everything. We talk about the hurdle, Saquon Barkley's crazy hurdle. We're talking about Dennis Allen getting fired from the Saints. We're talking about what should the Colts go back to Anthony Richardson moving forward because they had their worst game in this game. We're gonna talk about everything. Jerry Jones, should they make the trade? The trade deadline is at 4 p.m. tomorrow. This is gonna be a packed show. We had a lot of stuff going on over the weekend,
I
so
need
let's
to
go ahead and start it.
I need to say one thing before we even start. Regardless of political affiliation, if you're an American citizen, get out there and vote.
Yeah, man, make your vote. If you want to make your vote, make your vote.
Make
Kamala,
your voice heard.
Donald. I know a lot of people don't even want to vote for any of them, but
Make
shout
your
out man
voice
talk
heard.
about that. That's one thing. But hey, 13-21 Vikings versus the Colts. It was a snooze fest, turnover fest. Sam Darnold, he's been looking worse, Vance. He's been looking worse since that
Again,
first loss.
early season MVP. I called it. I literally called it.
Yeah, it was early season MVP, but now he's been struggling these last 3 games. They snapped a 2-game losing streak. The Colts, like I said, win 21-13. Anthony Richardson benched. Joe Flacco gets the start today, and it was one of his worst. Lowest points in total all season. Most red zone drives all season. Fewest amount of first downs all season, and the lowest amount of yards all season. Should they go back to Anthony Richardson Vance?
No.
Should the Colts go back to him, go back to the
They're-
young guy and develop him right?
They're going to at some point, not right now. They're going to at some point, I feel, though.
Yeah, not right now. You feel like it's if Joe Flacco needs to keep getting some games in or what? Their worst one all season though. They worst one all season. Pretty bad game, like I said, a bunch of turnovers. Sam Darnold had a bunch of turnovers. Joe Flacco didn't play that good. Really not the game of the weekend. The game of the weekend, like I said, we'll get up to that, talk about that point. We talk about anything y'all want to talk about, put it in the comment section or what you want to talk about, and give your comments on this game. Give your comments on what you think. You think they should bring back Anthony Richardson? Is Sam Darnold still going to be MVP? Do the Vikings still look like that team that could beat the Detroit Lions or stick up with these serious teams? I don't know.
Yeah, we'll talk about it.
I'm not sure. It's not
They're
not
good.
a huge.
They're good.
Their defense is real good. The Colts defense is good. The Colts defense play really good. Like the Vikings defense played pretty good. Really a defensive game. Nothing really happened almost the whole first half.
I meant to ask you, do you move on from AR if you're the Colts?
And speaking of that, he has been in trade talk. So where would you want to see Anthony Richardson trade to? I'm not sure where Anthony Richardson would go. Like I said,
honestly, I'm gonna say this. I might get hate. Bring it. I think he would. I think Bryce Young is in a better situation than him. I think he's worse than Bryce Young. I was gonna say Carolina. I think Bryce Young's better.
I'm not sure about that. The Bryce Young situation is pretty bad.
I'm not saying it's good. I'm saying Anthony Richards' numbers are terrible.
Numbers
alone.
Like said, not sure, but I'm gonna go with Anthony Richardson on that one. The numbers probably are better than Bryce. The Panthers game today. The Panthers game this weekend. They won that game.
I'm saying Bryce versus AR. I think Bryce's numbers are better. Height, I'm not gonna argue.
I'm gonna still go really? AR, but I can see what you say about Bryce, but I'm gonna still go AR.
It's not a bad pick. Oakland or Vegas, maybe.
Yeah, who knows?
What do you think?
But
where could you see him going?
I think Anthony Richardson could go to the Browns.
I wouldn't be opposed to that. I think the Browns might.
I think the Browns are probably in the market for him.
I agree with you. I don't think the Browns will do that, but I'll say it like this: they're not going to do that. They
Because you're not
should do
going back to Deshaun Watson. You're not going back to Deshaun Watson.
I agree with you, Dino. They should do it. They're probably not going to. They should, though.
But Joe Flacco, 16 for 27, 179 yards. Not good for the guy. And Jonathan Taylor. Can anybody? I need a GPS out on
He
Jonathan.
needs an O-line.
He has not been seen this whole season.
He needs an O-line.
Like, I have not seen him that too, but Jonathan Taylor was crying about all that money the other years, I think 2 years ago, and I have not seen him since, y'all. Y'all tell me if y'all seen Jonathan Taylor out there in y'all streets. Put a missing persons report in and call up me because I need to talk to him personally because he ain't done shit almost this whole season. And Jonathan Taylor, no disrespect, he's a great athlete or whatnot, but y'all tell me. Vance, you tell me where Jonathan Taylor been. I haven't seen him.
I don't know. I don't follow the Colts. I couldn't tell you.
Vikings get over the 3 turnovers they had the last game. 2 interceptions from Sam Darnold, like said. Not a great game from him. Justin Jefferson was nowhere to be found as well, 22 yards. But they get off by the
Was
skin.
that game, because you probably watched that, was that a battle of defenses?
That was a battle of who knows, who cares. Next game. Next game, we're going to talk about it, and this is the one we got to talk about. Falcons beat the Cowboys. Dak Prescott, he talking about the team suck. They suck. Well, you suck. You're not that good, but he does go down with a hamstring injury. Will be out for a few weeks.
We need to repeat because, again, people seem to forget. We don't wish injury on anyone, even if we don't like the team.
Yeah. Nah, we don't wish injury on nobody. But Kirk gets it done. He gets a win for my team, and he gets a win for the Atlanta Falcons. Y'all swag. What was
you
they
called.
doing?
I gotta give you credit.
Watch me swag.
I gotta give you credit, bud. You called it.
They swagging and surfing in Atlanta.
Hey,
I called it.
You called it. I gotta give you credit. You called it. You said the Falcons are gonna win. You called it.
Yeah, man. But Dak Prescott says the Cowboys suck. I know y'all want me to tear up the Cowboys, but they just don't got no type of direction. You don't got no type of.
They don't.
Yeah, it's like people doing their own thing. You got Ezekiel Elliott, who is for sure not going to maybe not have a job next year. He's missing meetings. He's missing meetings, getting suspended getting benched for missing meetings. Dak Prescott saying his team suck on the sideline. CeeDee Lamb, he goes through this game with the injury. Looks like he's going to practice on Sunday, but most of all, it's about the injury. Deron Bland, Micah Parsons been out. DeMarcus Lawrence looks like he's going to be out for most of the season. Now you got your starting quarterback out going to be for a few weeks, and you're 3-5 now. 3 games behind you, boys. Go command Tom. Y'all 3 games behind them, but it's just no sense of direction. Jerry Jones says he's not going to fire Mike McCarthy, so that's not in his. That's not what he's going to do. How you feel about? Should they fire Mike McCarthy? Should they keep him? What changes?
I don't think Mike McCarthy is the main issue. I think there's the main issue we've discussed 100 times over is that damn Jerry Jones. I have no problem with him. He's in his own damn way. Now, what I mean by that is
up top for his red zone machine.
Hold on, I'm trying to say something. So what I mean is, like, he thinks his team is something that it isn't. He thinks he's got the 95 Cowboys out there with Troy Aikman and Michael Irvin. You don't have that. CeeDee Lamb's good, but who else you got?
Mooney can walk over.
You don't got much of anybody. You don't, especially with the injuries, they do have.
Green's gonna come. It's 4 over 3.
It's really hard. Really not much. It's really hard to come back from the injuries they got. I don't really see the Cowboys going in any type of sort of direction. Like said,
I think that's the worst part. I think that's for the fans is probably the most frustrating. Is you're like, what direction are we going? Are we rebuilding? Aren't we? I think if you're a fan, that's going to be the most disappointing part is where the hell are we going as a team?
Yeah, man. I don't think Jerry knows where he's going.
That's what I'm saying.
Want to trade at the trade
Mike
deadline.
McCarthy gets all this hate. He's not the main problem. He's not. Jerry Jones is.
Because Mike McCarthy's had the Cowboys. Because Mike McCarthy had the Cowboys as the top 5 offense in the league last year. Let's not forget.
He's not the problem. They didn't sign anyone this offseason.
But the problem they had is you get Mike Zimmer and you lose Dan Quinn, and you see what Dan Quinn is doing for the Washington Commanders. And I think that's the worst move.
And you didn't add anybody.
Didn't add nobody.
So how do you expect Mike McCarthy to be a better coach when you're not helping him? That'd be like you going out as a receiver. That'd be like you playing receiver, Dino, and your quarterback is Jamarcus Russell. Like, how am I helping you?
Not Jamarcus Russell.
But I'm just saying, a bad quarterback with a great receiver. Like, not that Dak's bad, but because Dak's better than you and I. But
this how you know it's over for the Cowboys when your own QB saying y'all suck.
Now I gotta ask.
Hang it up.
I gotta ask because they're in your division. Should the Cowboys? We know what he was. We know what he wasn't with the Niners. Did they look at number 19? Should they look at 19 starting? What would you do?
They got Cooper Rush. Cooper Rush wins a lot of games down the line. I don't think they bring in Trey Lance. I'm sorry. You got to get a you got to get a young buck a chance. So he'll be starting after Cooper Rush. But if Cooper Rush plays bad, I feel like they're gonna have a small.
So you think Trey will play eventually?
I think Trey will play eventually if Cooper Rush plays bad. But I don't see Cooper Rush playing bad.
I don't either.
So maybe Lance comes in or not, but at that point, if you put Lance in, because I feel like with Dak Prescott injury, your season I feel like is over. But I can see in a situation because Cooper Rush won a lot of games in a stretch. I think he was like 1 and something. He's like undefeated at one point.
He was 6-1.
When he snapped, wasn't it when Dak Prescott snapped his leg?
Yeah, it was 6-1.
Yeah, so hey, we can see where Cooper Rush might have that job even if he get healthy. It could be like a Justin Fields.
I want to piggyback off that because I don't disagree with you, Dino, at all. I think you're completely right. But here's my thing: Cooper Rush doesn't play bad, but they still go with Trey Lance. What if Trey lights it on fire? Then what? You got 2 good quarterbacks in Cooper Rush and Trey Lance. What do you do?
You got to go with the young. You got to go with the young QB.
See, that's why I'm struggling because if Cooper Rush ends up playing good and you still give Trey Lance a shot and he lights it up, what do you do?
But you just paid Dak.
What would
that's
you
the
do?
problem.
Exactly. But what would if you're the coach and you know Dak's out? What are you doing? Because you're the football guy. You know football better than I do. What are you doing?
What I'm doing is you got to go with Cooper Rush to start. With Dak Prescott, if Dak Prescott comes back, you got to play Dak. You got to play Dak Prescott because of the money, because of the money that you've already paid him.
Say it's just Trey and Cooper. What are you doing? Are you giving Trey a shot?
I'm giving Trey a shot. Eventually we gotta see what you got. What pick was he, Vance? You know better. You're a 49ers fan. Pick number 3. Y'all tell me, would y'all rather see Cooper Rush or Trey Lance play for the Dallas Cowboys?
I don't think there's a right answer, but I don't think there's a wrong answer either. Because he needed a change. Because you said it better. You said it great a couple weeks ago. He needed a change of scenery.
Yeah, he did need to change the scenery. He's been on the sideline. Who knows? Y'all tell me, Trey Lance or Cooper Rush? See, Dak Prescott's out. He's out with the injury. Like I said,
they said MRI today. Did they say?
Yeah, he's gonna miss a couple weeks. I don't know how this goes for the Dallas Cowboys. I don't know. Jerry looks like he's not gonna do any moves. He said he's not doing nothing with Mike McCarthy. He's not adding anybody at the trade deadline at 4 p.m. tomorrow. He didn't do nothing in the offseason. He didn't sign CeeDee Lamb. in time for training camp to even get on the same page with Dak. That's why they did start slow. So y'all tell me who the problem is, because they want it to be Mike McCarthy, and I feel like it's not Mike McCarthy, but really
he's playing with what he has.
The biggest problem is this man right here, Jerry.
I want to ask you a question. I want to ask you a question before we go on, because it's just hit my memory. If you're the Cowboys, or as someone who watches the Cowboys, rather, do you think if Cooper Rush plays, they beat the Niners? Because you're a neutral perspective. You don't like the Cowboys, but you don't like the Niners either. If Cooper Rush plays, who wins the game?
I don't know, because Cooper Rush seemed like he got a little Nick Foles in him. I don't want to hype him up too much, but he seemed like he plays in the system. He completes passes downfield, but this is a different team. You had a running game with Tony Pollard. You don't have no running game. You don't got no running game with this. They're the worst rushing attack. Yes, they're the worst rushing attack in the NFL as of right now, and your defense is one of the worst in the NFL as of right now. So he has to deal with that. It
might be the worst.
Yeah, he has to deal with that and a subpar O-line. Their O-line is definitely not the same as it was when he had all-pro Tyron Smith and Zach Martin, and the guys were like, they got to kind of, it's a decent O-line, but it ain't great. And you don't have a quarterback that's going, and Dak Prescott, who can put timely, because we've seen it with the 49ers, that pick. Throws it right to him.
Yeah. Let me ask you another one, because you know this better than me. Like, you mentioned that you mentioned all these players. Why? Okay, if we all know that Mike McCarthy is not the problem, why do people keep blaming him like he is?
Yeah.
No, I'm asking you. If we know he's not the problem, why are we blaming him?
Not sure. Like said, he's not the greatest coach. So let's put it like that. I'm not totally disagreeing with people out there that said Mike McCarthy needs to go, but there's way more problems than just Mike McCarthy.
He's not the main problem.
Yeah, he's not. He's one of the problems. I would say that he's one of the problems.
Yes.
So you have a Jerry Jones who is the problem for real. Then you got Mike McCarthy who's a part of the problem. You got Dak Prescott who's a part of the problem.
And you brought Zeke back.
And I feel like after this loss, the locker room was gone. And just like Dennis Allen, when the locker room is gone, you're going to be fired eventually. Mike McCarthy's contract is up after the year. So we're going to see this guy gone, and we're going to see this guy gone anyway.
Do you think he should? I said before, let me ask you, do you think he should be? Do you think he should be gone?
Oh, because most definitely. I think Mike McCarthy should be gone after the season.
I don't think he should be, because I don't think he should
extend him.
I know, but here's my thing. I don't think he should be gone. Maybe one more year, because what if you're Jerry Jones? What did you give him? You gave him Zeke. You got him no players. I'm asking you. They're in your division. How did they get better?
Right? What?
How did they get better?
Like he does. The thing is, they got to play. Like I said, not a lot of teams. It's the coaching for real, and it comes down to the team's mindset, because we're a 7-2 team, but our roster doesn't say 7-2. Let's be real. Our quarterback is really our defense is doing a lot of things to the Commanders, but Jaden Daniels is doing a lot of the work. No cap.
Mike McCarthy does have a ring, but he has an all-time quarterback with Aaron Rodgers.
Facts. But like I said, when you lose the locker room, that's it. But it's nothing.
You're not wrong. I didn't think about that. You know what? I agree with you. I didn't think about the locker room. I think you're right. He will be gone. I didn't think about that.
Just like I was talking about earlier, and that's the reports of inactive Ezekiel Elliott being benched because of what? Missing team meetings, not coming to some workouts or whatever.
Did he miss practice?
He missed I think he missed something. He missed a lot of meetings and stuff, and they got fed up and they said, hey, you're going to be marked as inactive. You're not going to play. I don't see him playing going forward. I don't know why we haven't seen Dalvin Cook yet still. I feel like I still haven't seen him, or unless he's just terribly bad now. He's just rusty and terrible.
What do you think the reason we haven't seen Dalvin is? Do you think because Dalvin and Zeke are both old? Who do you trust more though? Dalvin and Zeke are not. They're neither are young.
I don't trust none of them. They need a rookie running back, Ashton Genty. If they add Ashton, look, this is what I'm going to say to the Dallas
They
Cowboys,
have Deuce Vaughn.
and we're going to move on.
They have Deuce Vaughn.
This is what I'm going to say to the Dallas Cowboys, and then we're going to move on.
Yeah.
Get ready for the NFL draft.
I will say this. They have Deuce Vaughn.
Get ready for the NFL draft.
The one thing, before we move on, there's one quick thing that I want to say, because you called this, and you were spot on. You said the Cowboys were going to regret getting rid of Tony Pollard.
Yeah, and they did. And,
you were right.
And they did. Tony Pollard, a bunch of idiots. But we got news. We got breaking news. Not breaking news that happened now, but it has happened today. Okay, Dennis Allen has been fired as the Saints head coach. How do you feel about this move, Vance? Do you think this is kind of premature? Is he that bad of a coach? Is the team bad? Is their quarterback just bad? How are we feeling? As y'all out there, y'all put y'all comments in the comment section, but I'm going to let Vance go. How y'all feel about Dennis Allen being fired?
I don't think he's bad. They did start off the year 2-0. He put his receivers in harm's way too much. Chris Olave damn near died yesterday.
Yeah, he got knocked out. That could be the scheme, but your quarterback's on the field. Your quarterback is on the field, and he gave him a terrible ball.
But Michael Thomas calls the plays though. Dennis Allen calls the plays though.
Like I said, Dennis Allen calls the plays, but you have players out there trying to execute those plays. Your quarterback can say, "Hey, I'm not going to throw it.
Maybe we shouldn't
high
do that. Yeah.
in the middle of the field to with even have my player even in that position to get knocked out." I get that's the play call with Dennis Allen put, but Derek Carr has to either throw it low or throw it right to him. You feel me?
Or throw it out of bounds.
Put him in a safe spot because Derek Carr knows the safety is coming over.
He got crunched by two defenders. Two guys nailed him.
Because he didn't see him.
The safety
Olave couldn't see him.
Yeah, the corner and the safety they made like a sandwich. They both nailed him over them. It was bad.
Yeah, man.
Didn't Michael Thomas go off on him?
Michael Thomas in the tweet. I'm about to show you, tell y'all what he said, but hopefully they got it on Twitter right quick. Let me look it up on Twitter so I can share my screen. But I do got it in my notes right here. Let me go down. Sorry. Okay, this is what some of the tweets said. It said, "Dude, scary and panic and just throw the ball up in the air. Get him the F out of here. He is so ass." Put it just like that. That year, his buddy went first team All-Pro in 2022. Y'all tell me who that is, that wide receiver who went All-Pro in 2022. Probably got to be somebody on the Raiders. I'm not sure.
I would think so. Probably Devontae? No.
Could it be Amari Cooper? Because he's talking about Amari Cooper.
Amari, Devontae.
Either Amari or Devontae, somebody.
His buddy tried to lie. He went to college with Devontae, so I would say Devontae.
Yeah, he said, "Dude tried to lie and say I was jealous of them making Chris Olave wide receiver 1." By him saying that in the tweet, I feel like he was jealous because Michael Thomas was hurt.
You wouldn't even have brought that up if you weren't.
Yeah. Like I feel like nah. Yeah,
no,
but
you were right. You wouldn't have brought that up if you weren't jealous.
Yeah, he said he can't give him a decent ball. He needs his ass whooped. And then this is what Derek Carr responds. He said he's never called me during any of this. My phone number, it has never changed. And he said, I've had so many teammates over the years, and he's like the one dude that I didn't get along with. So it's a bit just basically a disconnect between the two. I don't know what you could say about it, but I think the Dennis Allen firing it was going to happen eventually. So you might as well let it happen now. Why?
And Hubbard slides through the defense. Break.
You lost to the damn Panthers. You know how bad the Panthers are? I don't think people understand how bad the Panthers are. The Panthers gave up 470 total yards in that game against the Saints. In some way, they won. I don't know if that says how bad the Saints are because the Saints started off 2-0. Y'all remember we was hyping up the Saints.
We thought they were
Cowboys.
Early season Super Bowl pick.
They beat them by 44. And the Cowboys by 44. And then
we picked them early season Super Bowl. Yeah, early season Super Bowl.
Lofting left for Wilson.
Yes, and then they just I don't know what happened in this game. Y'all tell me. How you feel about Michael Thomas' comments? Is Derek Carr inconsistent? Can we see Derek Carr out of New Orleans? Is this Derek Carr's last hit?
What do you think about Dennis Allen the firing? Because you asked me, what's your opinion on it?
Like I said, my opinion is Dennis Allen was going to get fired anyway. I think that's my opinion.
So you weren't shocked?
No, I wasn't shocked. You lost to the Panthers after starting 2-0. You were since he's been there, he has not been good.
Play that again. Look at Olave. Does he? I thought he died.
But look, this is a terrible pass though.
But so look at Olave. Like, my God, he got lit up.
Look, are you blaming this on the scheme or on Derek Carr's throw? Look at this throw. Olave's not that tall.
He's not that short though. He's not known for dropping balls though, Olave. That was a bad hit. I watched that.
Yeah, that was a bad hit. Don't want to play it too much. Don't want to see man knock down. Hopefully, Chris Olave is at a good point in stage right now. But other side, let's talk about Bryce Young. He gets his first W of the season. Starting off bad, has to come in after Red Rifle. The Red Rifles. The Red Rifle. Andy Dalton comes in, takes his spot. And he comes back, he gets a W, man. You got to respect the man's fight. He gets a win against his division rival. So all you can do is respect the decision and then bring it back in. Don't bench him again now. You just finish off the season, Panthers. Andy Dalton is not going to be the guy for your future. Just stick with it with the guy that you think is going to be for your future. But maybe they can add an Anthony Richardson too. Maybe they go into the draft and get a quarterback. But I think there's more problems to the Panthers than just quarterback. Stick with Bryce.
Yes.
Get stuff around him.
I think the thing you said earlier about the Cowboys is applicable here. You can't keep switching. You're going to lose a locker room.
Yeah,
it's either Dalton for the rest of the season or Bryce Young the rest of the season. Something that you said earlier is applicable here. You can't go back. You got to pick one and stick with it.
Yeah, you got to pick one and stick with it. It's nothing. Is there a problem with the NFL developing quarterbacks? You got Zach Wilson. Yes. Zach Wilson, he was terrible in developing. Bryce Young, he's terrible in developing. Anthony Richardson, he's tapping out in the middle of plays. Caleb Williams gets destroyed by the Cardinals, and your division's kind of interesting right now. Like 4-4 is really it's going to be. But y'all do get McCaffrey this week, so that changes a lot of things.
Supposed to. We don't know yet. Not confirmed yet.
Yeah. So right now, I don't know what record's going to be to win y'all division, but I don't think it's going to be that great unless y'all can win like 7 straight. So
the one thing I will say that I agree with you on is, it's not Bryce Young's fault. I agree with you. The one thing that I will say that I also agree with you on is, I'm trying to figure out the nicest way to word this is Bryce Young's not the main problem, but he is one of the problems. And you mentioned quarterback development. I want to ask you a question.
He's a small quarterback.
He's fine. Do you think it's more the team or the player? Because Zach Wilson went to the Broncos and all of a sudden he looked like an NFL quarterback. Do you think it's more the team or the player? Because historically Chicago is not good for quarterbacks. Historically Cleveland, Chicago and the New York Jets are not quarterback friendly. Do you think, as a football guy, it's more the team or the player?
I think it's more the team.
I agree.
Look at
100%.
teams like the Jets. They don't know how to develop any players.
Browns.
Sam Darnold was there. He was terrible. Zach
Browns,
Wilson,
Bears.
you got Zach Wilson in the draft. He was terrible.
Deshaun
Browns.
Watson.
You paid every bit of gold for Deshaun Watson, and it just didn't work out. Yes, that kind of might have been a little personal problem though with Deshaun Watson.
That's true.
You know, off the field or whatnot. So in that Brown situation, they didn't know all that stuff was gonna go on with him, but you did sign him and give him $250+ million.
Now
so,
Chicago had never had a 4,000-yard passer. They have their first one. I don't know. Here's what you said. You and me were the minority. We thought Jaden would be better than Caleb. Did you think Caleb would be this bad, though? I didn't. I honestly didn't.
I think just the old line is so terribly bad.
I agree.
Like, it makes
but did you think Caleb would be this bad? I didn't think Caleb would be this bad.
I didn't think Caleb, and this is the stat. Caleb Williams leads the league in 30 in off-target passes. He has 38 off-target passes. Leads the league in inconsistent throwing. So that's pretty bad. And he reminds me of a Carson Wentz. He wants to do too much. He just wants to sidearm. He wants to Mahomes it.
I said this earlier in one of the earlier podcasts. He thinks he's still at USC.
Joey said Caleb's nails look fantastic, though.
He didn't say fantastic. Read it again. He didn't say fantastic.
Oh, fantastic. Chill out.
He didn't say fantastic.
I thought you said fantastic.
He did not.
Fantastic. Come on, Joey.
I agree with you about the O-line, Dino. I do. The thing is, though, Caleb, to me, and I don't know if you agree. You can disagree. That's fine. He to me, it looks like he thinks he's still at USC.
That's fantastic.
What do you think? To me, he looks like he thinks he's still at USC.
Yeah, he still thinks he can throw it all around the park.
From people.
But this is the problem I have with the Bears, though. But I'm glad it worked out this way. Cliff Kingsbury, he's up. He was the head coach at USC. Why do y'all think y'all can stick
offensive coordinator? Was not a head coach, offensive coordinator.
Why do y'all think y'all can stick with these same head coaches that the year before that you had the season that was bad and stick with them? Once you get a new quarterback, get a whole new coaching staff around them.
They got
just look at Jaden Daniels. Welcome to class. I think, in all honesty, Caleb needs to lean on the support of his team more. Sometimes it doesn't seem like they're on the same page as a unit. I definitely agree. Strongly agree.
The one thing I will say, and Dino, I want your input because your team was involved in this. Do you think, and the person that just commented, I want your input too, because Dino, your team was involved. Do you think the Hail Mary did change some things for the team? Because you and me, we said Jaden would be better. We were both right about that. But at the same time, Caleb, I did not expect him to look this bad. I think the Hail Mary, I think it divided the locker room. I really do. I really believe that. What do you think?
I think that completely just lost the locker room.
I agree.
Because think about it. One Hail Mary, they're 5-2. They're 4-2 coming into the game. They win it. If they get the Hail Mary, they're 5-2, and then you go against the Cardinals to go 6-2.
Probably
so
beat them,
the season could have changed drastically if they could have got that Hail Mary not to happen. But see, where they lost everything is when that guy, he was off to the sideline looking at the fans.
Tyreek Stevenson.
And then they bench him. And then they're playing so bad, they had to put him back in the game. Like, I just feel like, why not try to?
Do you think that you ended their season indirectly?
No, I think we ended their season because things like that happen.
They're hard to come back from. They're hard to come back from.
Yeah, it's hard to come back from taking a loss like that, and then you have a division rival game against the Cardinals, and They completely destroy you. And then not again. They get that they let the Hail Mary go at the end of the game in our game. And then what happens before halftime in their game?
Yeah.
Running down the sideline, DeMarco, I forget what his name was. He was running fast down the drill. 2 seconds left before halftime. You allow a touchdown 2 seconds before halftime from like the 40-yard line.
I guess my question more so I had for you was, what were your expectations for Caleb? Because you and me both thought your guy would be better, but did you think Caleb would be this bad? What were your expectations? I think ours were similar.
Honestly, coming out of the draft, I thought Caleb Williams was going to be exceptional. I thought he was going to be really good.
We both thought Jaden would be better.
Honestly, I thought that Caleb Williams was and still is, even if they redraft them, going to be picked. Well, if they redraft him now, I feel like Jaden Daniels will go to the Bears, but the Bears got more problems than enough said. But Caleb Williams, the first overall pick, like I said, if not for that Hail Mary, they could be in a better situation. They wouldn't be having the talks and this problem that we're having. But
I think we both thought your guy would be better. I just didn't think Caleb would be this bad. And the funniest thing is what we're doing with Mike McCarthy. We're saying it's his fault. When Caleb plays bad, I'm not going to give a name of the person. You know what? Fuck it. I'm going to do it. Colin Cowherd. I like the guy. Anytime the Bears play good, Caleb gets all the credit. The Bears play bad, he never blames Caleb. Caleb played awful yesterday.
They blame the team. Yeah, he did play awful.
It's Eberflus and it's Waldron's fault. But if they play good, Caleb gets all the credit. He's a USC homer. We all know this.
I think the reason why they blame Eberflus, the head coach, because he's been there. When you have a guy who's been there and they've been bad, then you tend to get on them more than the guy who just got there, and the situation he's in is the situation he's in.
You are correct. But Colin Cowherd, also keep in mind, I don't know if you know this, he's a USC homer. He loves all things USC, and he's from Washington State. So, like, if they play bad, if they play great, Caleb gets all the credit. But when they play bad, nothing, not a peep about Caleb. It's weird. Not a peep.
Yeah, not a peep. Not a peep. I understand that. But now we go on to this. You tell me, which play is better? This one, the backwards hurdle, the Michael Jordan, Garrett Wilson catch,
yes,
or the Hail Mary Noah Brown catch. You tell me which one is the better, because I've never seen this in my life.
Neither. I don't think those are better than what Stafford did yet. I think Stafford has the best one so far.
Yeah, Joey, the Bears are where quarterbacks to go to die. Even I agree with that.
85 Bears defense,
go to die. We seen Trubisky. Trubisky really wasn't that good anyway, but they are a bad team to go to.
No, Joey, I agree with you.
Yeah, even their Super Bowl win wasn't because of the quarterback. It was in spite of McMahon.
Yeah.
McMahon. Okay. Sorry about the comment earlier. I'm so tired of hearing about Caleb.
I am too. I think the thing for me, that Bears defense is ridiculous. But back to your thing, I think the Wilson catch was great. I think the Hail Mary was great. I think I forget his name, Denard Robinson. What Stafford threw to him yesterday, look that up on Twitter. You'll see what I'm talking about. Go on Twitter and look that up. That was the best play I've seen this year. Go on Twitter, look that up.
What was it?
Matthew Stafford touchdown pass in overtime on the computer. That's the best throw I've seen all year.
One of the best plays was Drake May. Remember Drake May going?
No, that was good too. But that play, Drake didn't win the game. No, Stafford's won the game. Show that play to the people. That play was ridiculous. I am not a Rams fan, and I'm giving them credit. That play won the game. That was for the win, and they won it on that throw.
Yeah. But, shoot, we had some crazy plays. Today. Sharing it right now.
Fires downfield.
Play it.
Yeah, go back to the beginning.
Second down and 6. Fake to Williams. Stafford Fires downfield.
Bro, no, the catch was better.
Robinson.
That was a good pass too, though.
That was a
Wow.
dot. That was a dot. Play that again full
Wow, that
speed.
was
Here we
a
go.
dot.
Watch this.
No, that's a dot.
Perfect ball. Perfect ball.
No, that's a dot.
That's the
But
best play of the year.
Robinson does go out with one hand, though. That's kind of crazy. But
Put it back in.
you know what? We're just gonna go over some of the plays that happened
Full
over.
speed. Bam. There you go. There's it without. Oh my! Like that was ridiculous.
No, that definitely was ridiculous.
And I hate the Rams. I'm just being honest with you. That was the best play.
But how about the backwards hurdle? You ain't feeling the backwards hurdle? How difficult on the scale of 1 to 10?
8. Don't get me wrong, but like he didn't win the game off that one. I'm not saying I have no problem with the Eagles. I hate the Rams. That Rams play won them the game. That's why I think it was so good. That
did win the
literally
game.
won them. What?
That did win the game.
The Eagles
this was insane too.
Yeah, the Rams play won them the game. That's why I thought it was so good.
There's been so many great one-handed catches. Yes, Joey. Yes, bro. For sure.
How about this? Take your team out of it. What's better?
But I'm not sure. Like I said, the Hail Mary catch is a game winner. Like you said, the one with Matthew Stafford, that one-handed catch for the game winner. Drake May's play. Garrett Wilson's one-hand catch was definitely insane. I don't.
How about this? Take your team out of it. What's the best play?
All right, take my team out of it. What's the best play?
Yeah.
No. Backwards hurdle is crazy.
Whoop.
It doesn't matter if high school, collegiate, college, you have never seen somebody do a backwards hurdle. I do not care if you're in the backyard. I've not even seen this.
I agree with you. I'm not saying I give it 8.5 or an 8, but like I think the two plays that win the game, I think they just mean more.
I'm gonna go with Garrett Wilson one-hand catch. The Michael Jordan was crazy. But it's hard. It's hard. If I had to put my team's Hail Mary catch in it, I'm with it because that's
the Rams one. Because the Rams one,
but take it out.
The Rams one, that kid made it look easy.
Okay, let's look at Drake May's play though. Drake May's play was pretty good.
Yeah, he made that thing lasted that was like a 7-second play.
O-line. Hey, look, Caleb Williams can't get that O-line.
Patting the ball. May.
Let's start from the beginning.
Yep.
I just think Titans D-line is terrible. Wow. And then he comes back all the way. And bro, no. That's crazy.
You know the thing, you know what's even better with that? A good friend of mine that Dino, is a Patriot fan. The one thing they don't show you in that play.
Yes, sir, Joey. Thanks for that subscribe, baby. Shout out Joey, man. Shout out Joey.
Shout out Joey. Thank you for that. So interestingly, they don't show you this as he throws he's falling down as he throws it. Look at that. Go back to that. He's falling as he throws it. He's falling down.
It's with two people on top of him. With two people on top of him.
Run that again.
Okay, boom. The pace is nice.
Go right. Cut back left.
Oh, Juke's the defender.
He's ready to
fall down.
Nobody's open.
And there are 3 people on him. I just want to pause it right there.
Nobody's open. He'll run. A sidestep.
Pause.
Look at this.
No,
2 people on him.
Frame by frame it if you can.
2 people on him, and he breaks the defender, falling back. Touchdown. You're left on the clock.
Oh my goodness, Stevenson and May with a break. May.
Nah, that's crazy.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, that's crazy.
Is that the best play?
That the because the best plays are when you're waiting. When you're waiting to see what, because with Jaden Daniels, he ran back and forth from the other side of the field, and then he threw the ball, and then he called it. With Drake May, he runs back and forth, breaks a tackle, falls back, two defenders on him, throws it, touchdown to go into overtime. They did lose that game, I think, sadly, but because you got to finish the game. If you're going to have a play like that, you got to finish the game. That's why I'm on him so bad. But can't nobody go against Drake May. He definitely looks like their next quarterback, and you got to keep the guy out there. Jacoby Brissett isn't it, but that's me right there. But y'all tell me, what was y'all best play over the weekend? Do y'all like the backwards hurdle? Do you like the Drake May play to go into overtime? Do you like the Rams' final play with the one-hander Robinson for the game winner? What about Garrett Wilson on primetime Michael Jordan? Y'all just tell me what play would you prefer, which one had the most impact. Even if you want to put the Commanders, Noah Brown, Hail Mary with Jaden Daniels, what's that play of the year? Being a Vikings fan since the mid-70s, it sucks McCarthy got injured. I believe we have our QB of the future. Y'all definitely do. Sam Darnold. Keep going with Sam Darnold. Y'all been struggling a little bit though. That's kind of concerning me, but Sam Darnold's a pretty good quarterback under your guy. Have to wait till 25. Hard to trust Darnold with the keys to the Cadillac. Yeah, and I don't know, Vance. What is his contract up after this season? McCarthy, man. Oh, not McCarthy. He's just signed a rookie deal, but Sam Darnold. I'm talking about Sam Darnold. Sam Darnold. No, he got a. I don't know. I don't know.
I think it's a 2-year deal.
Because that's a big. Because Joey has a point, bro. Because they got to choose. You got McCarthy, and then you got Sam. Do you just stick with Sam on like a 3-year deal? Franchise tag Sam Darnold. What do you do, man? I don't know what you do. 1 year, $10 million. That's what Sam Darnold is getting. 1 year, $10 million. VIA, Joey. But moving on, Ravens beat the brakes, and I mean the brakes off the Broncos, 41-10. Lamar looked to push his MVP favorites even more. 16 for 19, 280 yards, 3 passing touchdowns. Derrick Henry with over 100 yards and 2 touchdowns. Best passer rating of all starting quarterbacks. Only 2 interceptions from Lamar Jackson. Second most passing yards behind Geno Smith with 2,560, and Lamar has 2,379. Second most passing touchdowns. Is Lamar Jackson in MVP mode? Do y'all want to see Lamar Jackson with 3 MVPs? And who's more favorite with it? Derrick Henry, or should Derrick Henry be in the conversation of MVP? He has 1,000 yards and it's only week 9. Vance, tell me what's going on. Is
I don't
Lamar
want either of them to win.
in the front runner?
You already know who I picked. You're not going to change my mind.
But he went off this week, Vance.
I'm not saying. I never once said he didn't. I never said he didn't go off. Not once did I say that.
Not. I know you did, but I'm telling you, he did go off. And Sam Darnold was your pick, but Sam Darnold
was not my pick. Sam was not my pick.
Who was your pick then?
Josh Allen.
Oh yeah, Josh, your boy Josh Allen. He might can win it. Goff is MVP.
17 touchdowns, 2 picks
so far. Goff, we got someone said Goff. Goff is definitely in there.
Let me look at Goff here.
I'm gonna go.
14 touchdowns, 14 touchdowns, 4 picks for Goff.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Goff. Goff is definitely in there. I gotta go. My number one favorite has to be Lamar right now. Lamar is balling on the other. He's been balling. He just has. Jaden Daniels, I know how you feel about Jaden Daniels. He's a rookie. He might not get it because he's a rookie. I understand that. He probably won't get it, but I feel like he should be up there.
He'll get rookie of the year.
Got Golf is up there. Josh Allen is definitely up there.
Your guy will get rookie of the year.
And Derrick Henry got to be up there 1,000 in week 9. He might beat Eric
Here's the
Dickerson.
thing, though. I would agree with you, but the NFL voters, you and I know this, as much as we like him, they're not going to give it to a running back.
Yeah.
The
The
last
last
one to
running
get it
back
was
to win
Adrian
MVP,
Peterson.
Adrian Peterson. Yeah. But he think about Adrian Peterson's a year that year though. He had almost Eric Dickerson's type of yards. So
Exactly.
if Derrick Henry can stay healthy, get to that point,
He'll get
might be in that
Opoy.
consideration.
He'll get Opoy, I think.
I know you agree though.
Yeah, he'll get Opoy, I think. I think your guy will get rookie of the year. I think their thing is, though, unless it's an AP type season, they're not going to give it to him. Unless it's like that.
Yeah, it has to be an AP type season. But the play of the game wasn't even what the Ravens put up. Did you see Bo Nix bag that wide receiver and get the touchdown
That
up
was
in
tough.
there?
I did see that.
Bo Nix reception. That's one of the big plays of the weekend too. Let's look up Bo Nix. Bo Nix touchdown. That was crazy.
They're drawing up there at the top. They got a reverse.
My fault. Let me get it. Let's
No,
get
you're
this
good.
up there. But look, have y'all seen a wide receiver do this on somebody? Cortland Sutton. Bang. Touchdown, Bo Nix. He got, but since that point, they ain't
Play
do
that
shit.
one more time. Play that one more time.
Lamar needs to share with the Wealth Jefferson,
Skull.
number 18. Yeah.
I agree.
Skull. I love y'all shit. I love the skull. I like the skull shit. Like I said,
cool.
I'm a Commanders fan, but I can like a tradition. Y'all got like one of the best traditions and shit and fan oriented shit, like the skull and then
Purple just looks good, dude.
down. You got
Purple just, you know what? Also, I say this all the time. Purple just looks good.
Yeah, it does. Look at the Ravens. They look good.
Purple, any purple just looks good.
Honestly, you got to consider this, even though they got destroyed. That's the reason why it won't be. This has to be considered one of the best plays of the year. Definitely, when it comes down to the end of the season, this got to be top 20 plays, maybe top 10.
I think we've seen 3 top 10s or like maybe 5 top 10s just the past couple weeks.
Yes. Nah, you're right on the money. Like, we've been seeing some crazy plays. And then when you think you won't see anything like Odell Beckham, you see it. Like, it's crazy.
Like what Odell did, I get was Odell's is still iconic, but like what your guy did, what Robinson did for the Rams, he literally just one hand snatch.
Nah, for sure. But to see a quarterback do this on a safety, that's pretty difficult right there.
Was that Cortland Sutton that threw that?
And Cortland Sutton threw it. Cortland Sutton had a pretty good game too.
Was he the one that threw
went
that?
off in that game over 100 yards? Yeah, he the one that threw
Bo
that.
Nix has caught his first NFL touch.
That's weird to hear.
He's the first player. I'm pretty sure he's the first player. I'm sorry. I'm pretty sure he's the first player to have a rushing touchdown, a passing touchdown, and a receiving touchdown. As a quarterback.
It sounds weird to hear Bo Nix caught a touchdown. That just sounds weird.
Yes, sir. I live in Chicago. Ain't easy going to the game here in purple. Haha. Yeah, man. Look, I live like an hour away from DC, and going up there to what they call it Northwest now was FedEx. We're changing every fucking thing. It makes no sense. But it's a horrible.
You said the field was terrible.
Traffic is horrible. I want us to get a dome.
Terrible,
I really think we should get a dome, bro. I'm tired of outside.
Didn't you say that? So you don't like that they're changing it, but didn't you say the field was terrible?
I don't like that they're changing. The thing is, the Commanders thing is starting to stick since we're winning. Like, if your team is winning, just keep the brand. But
did you hear
when they first changed it to it, I didn't like it.
Did you hear about the thing where there was a petition to bring the Redskins back?
Yeah, man. And I wish they They'll bring something like that back. Like I said, Washington Wolves would be crazy.
Red Wolves.
Washington Wolves would be crazy. But
Yeah.
even Zay Flowers been going off this season. 10 plus yard gains this season. Zay Flowers is tied with Saquon and Justin Jefferson with the most. Zay Flower, and they just got Deontay Johnson, and they got Derrick Henry and Lamar. I just feel like they stacking. The thing is, if your defense is going to be bad, then your offense needs to be super.
I also think
Needs to
something
be-
you said this year might ring true the more I think about it. You said this year, if there's ever a time to beat KC or get them out of the AFC Championship, you think it'd be now. Because on the phone 2 weeks ago, we had a call. What did we say the AFC title game? Would you be shocked? I said Buffalo, Baltimore. You said you wouldn't be shocked. Because Mahomes is not playing great.
Yeah. I wouldn't be.
If I told you Buffalo goes Super Bowl, would you be shocked?
No, most definitely not, because they've been on the cusp of that for a while now. I think Buffalo should have been there a couple times.
I think all said and done, Josh Allen career over. I think he's got a ring or two.
I'm a new fan of you guys. Shared this on Facebook, dude. I still call them the Redskins. Cool. Hey, look, you still call them the Redskins. Shout out the ones who still call them the Redskins.
You still wear your Redskins stuff. I see it.
I still like my Redskins stuff. And my favorite player was Josh Norman. Like, that's surprising to a lot of people. Josh Norman was one of my favorite players. I got his jersey hung up. He signed one of my jerseys. And guys like RG3, guys like Santana Moss, Champ Bailey, those guys are sensational. Sean Taylor, I have his jersey in my room right now. Terry's one of the best. Talking about our team, Washington Commanders moved to 7-2. Victory Monday, baby. Let's go. You got a victory on Monday. Shout your team out. Shout your team out. Yeah, I seen this. He was talking too much crap. What was he doing? Y'all tell me what he was doing. He thought he was talking big stuff.
Was he drunk?
He was in the parlor. Luckily, there was a bar there.
That could have been really bad.
That could have been really bad. I like the Washington football team better than the Commanders. Hey, somewhat when the Washington football team came out, I thought that was a disaster. How do you come up with that?
It grew on you.
That was worse than the Browns, though. That was worse than the Browns.
You know why they're called the Browns, right?
Yeah, because they suck.
They're named after Paul Brown.
Brownie.
Paul Brown also coached the Bengals. That's why both teams wear orange. They're named after Paul Brown.
Yeah, but
because what was it? Also, some Ohio history for those of you out there. The Browns are named after Paul Brown. Do you know what funny enough, before it was Paycor, do you know what Cincinnati's stadium name used to be?
What was it called?
Paul Brown Stadium.
I really don't even know. Oh, damn, that's what's up.
He coached both Ohio teams.
Then they probably took the other one and then say, yeah. But
Paycor paid him a lot.
Commanders moved to 7-2. They're the first time to be. This is the first time they've been 7-2 since 1996. We all know what happened back in those 1990s. We was winning Super Bowls. Not saying that we could win a Super Bowl. I ain't talking crazy like that yet. But 7-2 is pretty nice. We only one game ahead of the Eagles. I think that primetime game, we played them in 2 weeks. On Thursday, it's going to be the game of the week, the game of the top, the game we need to win. Hopefully, I wish the Jaguars could have did something at the end, but Trevor Lawrence for some reason just couldn't get it done through a pick to Dean and we'll talk. Like I said, we already talked about the hurdle. The Eagles are just they're in my way. Daniel Jones had 1 passing touchdown, but 0 passing yards at halftime. When have you ever heard that, Vance? A quarterback to have a passing touchdown but 0 passing yards at halftime. That's pretty crazy.
How is that possible?
I'm not sure.
How is that possible?
They played pretty bad, but in the running game, they were pretty good.
And again, And again, we need to repeat it because, Dino, you said it last stream and you are spot on. The Giants are a quarterback away. They really are.
I think they are too. Like, I don't.
You said, no, I'm going off you. You said it last stream. You were spot on. They're a
Because the thing
quarterback
is,
away.
because the thing is, Daniel Jones is just really just inconsistent quarterback. Like, he might get spurts. Y'all might have seen the play where he did run over some of my DBs and my DNs, got that touchdown. Like I said,
If I'm not
he has times
yeah.
where he looks pretty nice.
If I'm
He
not
has times where
mistaken, I might be. If I am, you can tell me. Didn't the Giants really want JD?
Yeah, they wanted to trade up for him. I remember you remember when his kid came up there? I think
That's what it was. That's what it
you
was.
remember? Yeah, it was like one of the GM's kids said that
You need to
get
go get
Jaden
this
Daniels.
You need
But
to get it's like
there
you
are
need to get
two
this.
teams that have not won a game at home. Can you name the two teams that have not won a game?
I haven't won a game at home.
Yeah, that haven't won a game at home.
Carolina?
No.
What?
They just won a game at home.
Oh, Dallas?
Dallas is one.
I did know that.
Okay, Dallas is one, and then by us talking about them,
don't tell me what like AFC or NFC.
NFC.
NFC what? I'm not going to get like I'm not going through 16 teams. NFC what?
NFC.
I'm fine. Oh shit! There's Giants.
Giants.
Fucking
the Giants
Christ.
and the Cowboys are the two teams who do not have a win at home yet.
Jesus.
Which is crazy. Jerry World's been destroyed since that playoff game against the Bronco. I mean, not the Bronco, Green Bay. And we knew what happened then. That was a pretty bad situation. But
that was embarrassing.
Yeah, that was pretty embarrassing. But shout out to everybody who's been in the chat. You know what I'm saying? We're getting a lot of
Joey Beluga, thank you for the love, man. Thank you for the love.
Yeah. Hey, Joey, shout out to you being in the chat. Hopefully you keep watching us. We'll be back on tomorrow to talk about the game tonight, Buccaneers versus the Chiefs. That could be a good one. Let's talk about that real quick.
NBA
Who do you got
breakdown.
winning that game? What is the factor? We know who we're taking. We're taking the Chiefs. It's obvious. But who could be the factors in changing that game or what's going on? I feel like I'm
15.
not sure.
Give me 15.
I think the Chiefs will win by 10. There's no Mike Evans and no
Tampa's
Chris.
not a yeah. If Tampa had the receivers, they'd have a shot.
Yeah. Washington has had some tough years. Good to see them.
Look at the end.
Yeah. Hey, good to see them relevant again. We weren't.
No, look at the end. Look at the end. Go back to that.
Yeah, he hates Dallas. I hate Dallas too.
They're our rival.
You know them.
They're my team's rival, so yeah.
But yeah, Mahomes hasn't been playing that well. They just drafted for D-Hop. Battery exhausted. We'll be back on. I'm still talking. They just traded D-Hop. They Rasheed Rice is out. Hollywood's gone for the year. But their defense has been playing really well. And if you know, and I don't want to keep doing the comparisons, but we all know who we got to compare him to, Tom Brady. You do not need a great offense to win Super Bowls. That's right, Vance. Ain't that right?
It's true. You need a productive offense.
You need a productive offense with a so-so type defense. We're about to get back online right quick, and your boy is back. Back out. But yeah, who y'all got winning tonight? Y'all got the Bucks. Baker Mayfield. Can Bake Show do something here? Don't know what's wrong with my camera. At the stage. Well, what you think, Vance? What team you like? What you looking up on your phone down there? What you looking up?
I was looking up to see who else the receivers were. Yeah, if I'm with you, if Tampa had the receivers, I'd give them a shot, but they don't. So
yeah, they don't got any of their receive you. Love you guys. The Mahomes, LOL. Yeah, Swifty Town. They're gonna get it done. Travis, hey, did y'all see the video with Jason Kelsey?
He slammed the phone.
And he
Yeah.
slammed the phone. We didn't talk about that over the weekend. We got so much
We'll
stuff
do
we
that
didn't
tomorrow.
talk
We'll
about
do that
over the
tomorrow.
weekend.
Write that down for tomorrow.
But yeah, Jason Kelsey slams the phone after somebody says something about Taylor Swift and Travis Kelsey being. I think he called
talk more
Travis
about that tomorrow.
him being a fag or whatnot. That was kind of crazy.
That was stupid.
But yeah, that was kind of crazy. I feel like Jason Kelsey and some of these celebs, they not allowed to do stuff they really need to do. Hey, look, he was disrespecting his brother. I know if somebody walk up to me and disrespect my brother or my family, I'm gonna slam your phone. Be respectful. Jason Kelsey is a respectful guy too.
I'll give you one. I'll give you even better than that. Someone was being so. For those that don't know, I'll give you a quick background. Do you know when I met in media class my freshman year? I think you were a sophomore at the time. And we were doing a radio show, and afterward, some kid was making fun of both of us, more so me. This kid, this is how I know Dino's a stand-up guy. Because Dino got in the kid's face and said, just get out of here, kid. He did nothing to you. You're just making fun of him because you're being a dick.
Yeah, man. I feel like people I just feel like people was getting on you just because of your personality, bro. No, I don't mess with that, bro. That's his personality, bro. Leave him alone. That's how I feel, bro. If you your true self and people try to make fun of you because you your true self, then like, come on, that's lame. That's bullying.
Absolutely.
Nobody wants to see nobody being bullied, bro. That's just lame.
Oh no, is this a slam?
Everybody being different. But this that slam that Jason Kelsey, slam that motherfucker. That phone broken though.
And then he took it. Watch it. He slams it and then takes it. He took the phone.
And then afterwards, he decides to go and knock him down. You see them knock him down?
I did not see that.
Yeah, he comes back and knocks him down.
Kelsey. Hey, Kelsey.
Oh, that's too far.
Kelsey, can I get a fist bump?
He just minding his business. Damn. You can't take his phone though. Hey, I wouldn't mess with Kelsey, man. I wouldn't mess with
He's a big
guys.
dude.
That's a big dude. Call him Mr. Swift, LOL.
Oh God.
Bucks in the upset. It's been a crazy season. Hey, Bucks
they could. He said it.
I'm with you, Vance. He said it. Joey said it. Y'all looking for a Bucks upset tonight. Y'all tune in at 8:25 or what's about to start. We're going to get out of here so we can watch this game and we can come back tomorrow at 7 p.m. and give y'all our best takes of the day or whatever you want to put or of that day. We're going to talk about everything in sports. When the Lakers play, you know what I'm saying? Lake Show and them and Bronny. We're going to talk about some NBA. We already talked about MLB. MLB season's over. Everything's getting started. NBA, you know what I'm saying, just starting back up. Y'all come in on 7 p.m. tomorrow and watch us talk about this Bucks and Chiefs game. I thank y'all for watching us today. Keep tuning in to Inside the Lines. I thank you. God bless, baby.